Everybody, it's Lori Patch with the Thomas Group Northwest Real Estate. I'm coming to you live from my home here in Maple Valley, and I am with Michelle Fretz. She's the Executive Director of Vine Maple Place. And Michelle, thank you so much for taking the time to come and visit with me today. I know you're probably swamped right now. I just wanted you to kind of give us an update on what's happening at Vine Maple Place and how possibly the community can help, because I'm sure the need has grown exponentially over this last few weeks. So what's going on over there?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's the loaded question, isn't it, right now with all that's going on with the coronavirus. And first, thank you so much, Lori. You're an amazing champion for the moms and kids at Vine Maple Place, and thanks for taking the time to talk about Vine Maple Place, and mostly talk about the moms and kids and what's going on in their lives. And that's really where we're launching from today and all the time. So, gosh, since when I think back to February 29th, right, when we look back, everything has changed in terms of what we're doing here at Vine Maple Place. So the moms and kids their lives have changed dramatically, and it is really quite a humbling experience to see what's going on in their lives, and then to watch how the team and the community has really worked very hard over the last 5 weeks to change what we're doing to meet the needs of the families now, because their needs have changed, as I said. So as you know, families have lost jobs. We had 99 families lose jobs over a very short 5-day period. Our families, are working. They were working in the schools, and they work in some in healthcare as well. And because a lot of that critical help has gone to the hospital, some of our healthcare workers that are families at Vine Maple Place have lost their jobs. Restaurant work, hospitality, travel, all of that. So their lives have been greatly impacted there. Kids are at home now. And so a mom and and her 2 kids that just got housed 3 months ago or even 6 weeks ago, they're in jeopardy now and pretty much in a panic. So we have about 193 families that are served each month, and that's, over 400 kids. And those are families that were in the program, still in the program, that now what we're working on for them and what they have told us they need most is, number one, is to stay safely sheltered. So this, there are some things that are going on out there in terms of resources for families. So we're watching what types of extra incomes they're able to obtain and such. But these are families that were at net negative to start. So it's not as simple as a rent payment or a utility payment, but that is primary for them to stay sheltered. And then really talking with them and watching what they need. There's a basics program that we've launched, and that's the community has really rallied around this. And so it's providing everything from toilet paper to a comforter to a blanket to a pillow to basic hygiene needs, a towel, shampoo, toothpaste, things that you walk through the grocery store and really add up quickly because they don't have those basics. And then 2 other areas are mental health. We have, 72 families on a mental health watch. This has been very difficult emotionally for the families, especially the families, well, any one of them that we're coming from, they're all coming from crisis and vulnerability, from homelessness, from evictions that were in place, a couple of months ago or a month ago. And then now what do they do? Because they're not going to be able to make those payments, plus having kids at home, and just the stress levels are crushing for them. So we have a mental health program that's being implemented, working with our on-site mental health therapist, Janet, and then she's working with a lot of other groups as well to provide services for these families as they're needing it. Lastly, something that is just brand new for us that really started as a pilot around the 17th of March as a food program. Our food banks are being overrun. Families can't get to the food banks if they are working oftentimes, and then, or often enough. And our food banks do an amazing job. And so we're working to supplement that, and we're watching, what the families have in terms of food stamps and how they can get to the food bank. And then we're providing meals now, prepared meals. And that's another way that we're continuing to really reach out and ask the community to help with this. I can tell you a church, Real Life Church, stepped up and they're providing over 300 meals 2 days a week. We have another group, Terrific Tuesday. So these groups are providing meals to us. We have individuals who are providing meals as well. So these are commercially prepared meals. You can get them at Costco. Some of them are preparing them in commercial kitchens. They bring them in here and then we package it up. And over the last 2 weeks, I think we've served, it's been about 1,400 meals, and that's brand new for us. So the families are so grateful. I think that's the other piece. And it's also a touch for them. They're feeling very isolated, as are most people who are home. And they're sheltering in place, but we want to make sure that we help bridge them over. And we've gone 100% to emergency services. So everything we were doing as of February 9th has now changed. We have a skeleton crew on site. We are open. We are determined to keep the doors open, and we have quite a few fundraising efforts to ensure that the families get what they need. So.
That's awesome. I know so many people have had to just kind of pivot all of a sudden, and with Vine Maple Place, you're so hands-on with what you do at the Hope Center, and that it's just it's neat to see that you've been able to kind of shift and hopefully get the support that you need from the community and all the people involved. So what is it that we as a community can do? Because we can't come in, we can't do the Vision of Hope tours right now. We can't come in and volunteer. What is it that we can do from our homes or individually or as groups to help you and support you and get these people what they need?
Yeah, great. I would definitely say spread the word. So like our Facebook, Vine Maple Place, there's 2 things we're focusing on there that should help people to understand if you're home and you want to impact the life of a family who's homeless or on the edge of homelessness and really feeling that pressure. Get on our Facebook and share that out to your friends and your network. You can donate directly there as well. We have a post on the coronavirus emergency fund that's paying for rent assistance, moving costs. I think we've moved 9 families from homelessness into their own apartment just recently, and we're continuing to do that. We're continuing to bring in 30 plus families a month brand new, so we know that our portfolio is just going to get bigger. So please like that Facebook. We also have a basic needs post on our Facebook. Please grab that and share it. If you want to talk more specifically with us, please call, and you can call me, Michelle Fretz. Our phone number is 425-432-2119. I'm extension 110. Or call Julia Patterson, who's our amazing community engagement director. I know you work with Julia a lot, don't you, Lori? In all of what you do for Vine Maple Place. So she's fantastic. Let me see, her extension is 117. But give us a call if you have a small group, if you have a family, a network at work, anything, your network. Lori, you've been amazing in terms of sharing not just Vine Maple Place, but I know a lot of different activities that are going on. So really it's the financial donation or helping with the basics program, and then we'll have more posts that will be going out. We're 8 days into the food program, and we're really happy that the families are so grateful for a warm meal that they can sit down with their kids, and have that time and share that moment with them without having to cook it. So we're really kind of pasting together, and we're doing that as a total community. So as I said, we're working with all kinds of agencies that are still open. We're working with our wonderful Maple Valley Food Bank. They do an amazing job. The Storehouse in Covington, the Camp Food Bank, and the Auburn Food Bank. So
that's great. Yeah, and I think this time is hard for everybody. We're all kind of stuck, but I can't even imagine what these families are going through. Who, a lot of them have already been through trauma. They've already struggled, and here they are, back again, struggling even harder. And so, for those of us that have the ability, that's good for us to be able to help them And, it gives us something to do while we're stuck at home. There is so, to focus on the things that we can control and we can help in our community. So thank you so much for everything you're doing. I know I'm always here to help. Anything I can do, I'm happy to help. And just so grateful for what you do and for the more vulnerable people in our community, and such a great community that we have that always kind of seems to step up. And so hopefully this will help to kind of get the word out and what you need. And feel free to reach out anytime if there's anything we can do to spread the word, and if there's any specific needs. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Lori. I wanted to say one other thing. This is the most humbling experience that I have ever seen and experienced myself, watching these families, exactly like you said so articulately. This is crushing these families, and I am amazed at this community, at how our communities come alongside these families. And I want to thank you, Lori, specifically. You've been an amazing champion, as I said, for these families. You have a huge heart of kindness and compassion. You're kind of that poster child of someone that really wants to make an impact, end homelessness, help these families get on their feet, and help them get back on their feet forever. Not just a hand out, but a hand up into this. So God bless you. Thank you so much. You stay safe and well. And I look forward to when I can see you face to face.
Yeah, hug.
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Michelle.
Take care.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.